Hi, I'm Dr Kez, Doctor of Chiropractic, and this is my wife, Em. Together we're Dr Kez's Chirolab. I've been working for 20 plus years in clinical practice as a chiropractor.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. It makes me sound old.
You've helped a lot of people.
I hope I have.
And me being at front desk, I do actually hear that people come out and I'm like, oh, I feel amazing.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
I do sometimes.
Okay. That's the way we like it, right?
Yes.
Nobody should be in pain, in our opinion. We should all be able to live our life pain-free, happy, healthy. That's our gig.
Absolutely.
Now, in ISO,
Challenge.
unfortunately, we were restricted with who we could see, and it was actually quite upsetting for me, knowing I've had a lot of loyal people that come for what we call preventative care to prevent that really bad sciatica that they get or those migraines that are debilitating. And all of a sudden they weren't able to access care. So Em sat me down and she said, righto, what can you do without seeing them? Imagine you're on a trip to Queensland and you want to spend time with your family. How can you help people over the phone? So we talked about how there's certain stretches or icing in a particular way, stretching this way, that way, maybe avoiding this behaviour, sleeping like this. And Em said, well, the best way to do that is on a video. So we started to do these videos.
Let's go online.
And Em decided to push us online. And unfortunately, I'm thinking, well, if it's a patient of mine, they could use their trauma relief cream at home because they've got that from purchasing it at the clinic.
Created by.
Em decided, let's get
Over
the
10 years ago.
products online so that other people can access them as well, or if they run out, they can access. We didn't know how long ISO was going to go for. So all of a sudden, Em went gung-ho at being able to take the products and put them online, which was a challenge within itself, but she succeeded quite well. And then Em started videoing me predominantly at the beginning, and that was a disaster.
I am not getting in front of the camera. I'm an introvert with pink hair. I know, contradictory, but I'm a wallflower.
I injured my rib at one stage, and I'd committed to the fact that I was going to show how to do this rolling series to assist with lower backs or whatever it was. And I'm like, babe, I can't do it. My back is sore. I can't get on the floor. So Emma just purchased a ring light because we must have thought we were starting to be a bit clever at this or something.
Must be fancy.
And I said, oh, you're going to have to come and do this, and at least the ring light could hold the phone and I could explain what was happening. And the community really loved it. They really liked the way that Em and I engaged, and so we decided we were going to do that.
I think the comment to me was, I'm not doing it if you're not doing it.
I'm like, well, how are you going to help people? I'm like, yes, okay, I get the point.
Insert swear word.
So together we decided we're going to do whatever we can to try and help our community in a way that empowers you to be able to take control of your own health and be able to fast track your healing. Whether you're seeing a practitioner at certain times, or if it's a chiro, physio, osteo, what have you, you can do these types of things that we share, our tips and tricks, at home in between to try and speed up your healing. And that's what it's all about. We want to be able to live a life of whatever it is we might want to do. We shouldn't have to do that in pain. We shouldn't have to restrict walking because we've got plantar fasciitis, whatever the injury might be. So that's where we're coming from. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And as much as now everything's opened up and we're able to treat patients as per normal, it's fun. We actually really enjoy the engagement we have with our community. We've got people all over Australia, in fact, all over the world that join us on our lives, which we're very humbled by. We really appreciate the comments. We appreciate the feedback. I tried those stretches. Now I'm walking brilliantly. That to us is why we wake up every morning and
100%.
have a bounce in our steps. So
Just
we
the amount of
appreciate
messages. Oh, you've changed my life because of this, or I didn't think of it like that, or you've given me the motivation to try this or that, or whatever it is.
It's so humbling, isn't it? It
Yes.
just makes us feel so good. So we value you. We very much value our community because we wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you guys. And, that's why we are doing what we're doing. So that is us in a nutshell. One thing I will say that has been one of the really common questions. Everyone keeps going, oh, are you both chiros? No. I'm a chiro, but I don't think anybody really realises the value that Em brings to our sessions. Em has had a really interesting health journey, and I think because we're into health ourselves, so many people ask me this question: what is it that Em does to make her look this good?
I'm pretty sure it's not the most common question, but it is asked,
super common.
And I kind of dismiss, no one wants
I don't
to
want
know
to talk about
that.
myself, yeah.
But I guess it's interesting. We all like to hear other people's
100%.
Journeys. So I did want to. I can show you a little thing that I did find when I was doing a spring clean, and I was like, oh my god. So check this out. This is a photo of me.
How old do you think you were in that photo?
I was actually a teenager, and I'm going to use that saying, you don't know what you don't know. So
true.
You know,
So true.
I had no idea about nutrition. I had no idea about exercise. In my mind, I thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to do like 100 sit-ups a day and then I'll get a six-pack. It just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
So, you know, over the years, I've, you know, learned what works for me and what doesn't work for me, what foods make me feel ill, what foods make me feel great. You know, exercise makes me feel amazing, and I used to hate exercise. So it's, you know, it's a journey that you just add each time, and it's more about the education in, you know, I used to hate like nutrition at school, like, you know, I'd phase up. Like,
boring.
But I'm like, I think that now. I think, why? I'm so interested now.
Yeah.
Because now I can see it's actually so relevant to our life.
Oh, 100%. And you've worked out now very much so with what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad from a food perspective. And that is the difference between us being miserable about being lethargic and grumpy. We react in a way that might be a bit snappy at our family or our kids. And, you know, it does depend what you put in your mouth. It depends on whether you've had a chance to expel some of the energy out there by doing a bit of exercise. You do feel better within yourself. And so these are the tips and tricks that we're trying to bring to you guys to be able to help you on your journey to feel the best that you possibly can. We need your feedback. Let us know what it is you want to hear about any type of ailment or motivation or whatever it might be, because we want to give you what you need. That's part of our community. We've got a Life Balance with Dr Kez private page on Facebook that we get into, and we love the feedback on what people are doing and the difficulties they're having and the wins that they've had. That all helps us to guide what we're doing for the year to be able to make sure that we can give you the very best to help you feel as good as you possibly can. So that's us in a nutshell. Thanks for having us on your therapeutic journey.